Hey, welcome back to Off the Air. It's Cody and Joe. I got to, first things first, you're looking at the same thing I've been looking at all day. I just want to, can I say something about or ask about your shirt real
Oh,
quick?
my
If I
shirt?
may. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I have been,
Yes.
here's the thing. I've been staring at Cody, and my eyes today may not have met her eyes all day long. And
Oh
I
my
just want to say
gosh.
it's
I've
the,
been wondering. I'm like, Joe, why are you staring
yeah.
at me?
Hey, what's up, hot mama?
You
No,
creep. No,
there's
I'm just
something going
kidding.
on with your shirt today.
Okay, so
What is,
it's a brand new shirt and it is asymmetrical. It's meant to look a little bit funky.
look at this thing.
So let me stand up. I know it's a little weird, but I kind of like
Oh,
that
it's totally
a
kick
little
butt.
weird. That's why I bought it. I like things that are just a little bit off, a little bit funky.
So my eyes were trying to match up with what was going on with the bottom, yet her top and her collar looked the same, and I'm like, what is wrong with me today?
I can't believe you just now said something. It's an asymmetrical shirt. It's meant to look like this, and that's so funny.
It is cool as you know what, man.
You like it?
Oh yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah.
Because I like it too.
People are going to be going. Okay.
What is
yeah.
up with that? I feel like this won't be the first time that I have to explain this shirt
Yeah,
to someone.
totally. I like it now that I know what's going on with it. Because here's the thing. Many men who have worn button-up shirts have walked out of the house like that. We got half the collar up here and half of it down here. You're like, what's
Well, here's the
going on?
thing.
The
We get
won't-
dressed in the dark in the morning. At least I do, because it's so early morning. I don't
Yeah.
want all the lights on. That easily could happen. And that's probably what you were thinking. You were like, okay, I need to tell Cody, like, your shirt's off. You might want to go to the bathroom and,
something's going on.
yeah, and figure that out.
I just was like, man, is there something wrong with my eyes? My eyes kept going, and I was like, no, the bottom
They are
of
not
it's off.
deceiving you.
Yeah, that's
It's just
crazy.
a cool, funky shirt.
Yeah, I liked it.
Well, thank you.
So you talk about getting dressed in the dark. I've never shared this with you, but as my son was getting bigger,
Hmm.
we do the same laundry and stuff together. We wear the same kind of underwear, boxer brief underwear.
Okay.
One morning I was trying to put a pair of underwear on, and I stuck my foot through his underwear.
Okay.
And it like came up to, and it stopped on my thigh.
On your thigh?
Yeah, and I'm like, what is going on? And I can't get my other foot in. I'm like, oh, they're his.
That checks out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so talking about getting dressed in the dark, I know what you
It
mean with that.
happens.
Yeah,
It
it's
does happen.
crazy.
This is a true story. I'm so embarrassed to admit this. I once put on two completely different shoes. Well, I shouldn't say completely. They were both sandals and flat sandals, but like one was brown, the other was black. They were shaped differently. Came to work like that. That was just a few years ago. I couldn't believe it. You
Did
still
anyone
question-
notice?
No one noticed. No one noticed. I didn't even notice it till, I promise you, I'm not making this up. I didn't even notice till I was walking out of the building.
What, they felt the same on your feet?
Because they were both relatively flat, so yes.
Yeah.
They were both sandals, so that part kind of makes sense, but two completely different looking sandals, different colors. Didn't even notice it till I was leaving for that day.
That is cool.
Cool. I was questioning if something was going on with me. I was like, am I okay? Is this like early onset dementia or something?
We had a teacher when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And that's how we finally found out what was wrong. She was an older lady,
Aw.
but it wasn't like she was losing her mind.
Okay.
She was,
Oh.
yeah. And no one really knew about it. And
Well, I wasn't that morning, I promise.
she came to school with two different shoes on.
Oh, no way.
And they're like, Mrs. So-and-so, you've got, are you schnockered? Well, I think
Principal calls her into the office.
Yeah, she was an English teacher, too.
That's wild.
Dudes from my high school, you remember her, don't you?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, it happens if you get dressed in the dark. And
Yeah.
going back to the underwear thing, Joe brought something up on the air today that I was like, wow, that is very brave of you to share. You're getting very vulnerable right now. And,
It's legitimate.
not that I don't want to encourage you not to be vulnerable, but you may have overshared this morning.
Typically do, I think.
So what happened with underwear shopping last night?
I had to go out and get some I had to get some new pants.
Some new digs.
Yeah, I found the most comfortable pants in the world, but I'll talk about those in a minute. But while I was out, I needed some new underwear too, because here's the thing with dudes, if you're a bachelor, divorced, whatever, you live alone, you do your own laundry, you always find that it's time to do laundry when you're out of underwear or socks.
Yeah.
So I've got
Women,
plenty of
same
socks.
thing.
Yeah, women, same thing?
Yeah.
So I needed like, I don't know, 5 or 6 more pair of underwear. I want to go 2 weeks, without doing laundry. I'd like to go my whole life without doing laundry if I
Oh
could,
my
but
gosh.
2 weeks will do. So I bought some last night, all-in-one dudes. There's a brand called All-in-One, 3 pair for $20 at Target right now.
All right.
Yeah,
Solid.
they're
Not
good
bad.
they're good ones, boxer briefs. So I bought these and I bring them home. My whole goal was to throw them in the wash and to take a shower, but I got working and doing stuff, and I fell asleep on the couch doing show stuff again, and woke up late this morning and had to throw those underwear on unwashed
Unwashed.
on an unwashed body. So dirty body and unclean, you know.
So he isn't showered right now.
No, look at me.
Oversharing.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Can you smell me?
No, I can't.
Because I like bathed.
I also
and-
put on like a lot of perfume and stuff, so I think I only smell myself.
Okay, because I put on tons of. Usually, you work with a girl, you take care of yourself a little bit. You shower, you know.
Which I appreciate. Thank you for doing that, Joe.
So I put on tons of deodorant and Aqua de Joe. That's my scent, and hopefully it
Hey,
can
it
cover
works.
up.
It works.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this before that our studio has a bit of a smell to it. Years of stains that have never been properly cleaned.
I
So
think they all do.
honestly, I would smell that way before I would smell you.
Okay, I would
you,
hope so,
You
yeah.
really have nothing to worry about, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
gosh.
that's what we got going on. I'm sitting in my own, cesspool of dirtiness over here.
Well, my question is, which I asked you on the air today, were those boxer briefs in plastic wrapping? Because I think
Yeah.
that makes it a little bit better because it's not like they were just out willy-nilly where people at Target are handling them and possibly trying them on, which they wouldn't with underwear and boxer briefs, at least I hope not.
People don't try underwear on. in
No,
the
but
dressing rooms,
shirts,
do they?
pants, they definitely do.
Yeah, shirts and pants. No, they weren't in a plastic thing.
Oh,
like
gosh.
you have a new shirt on today.
I do, but it came in plastic because I ordered online and I just steamed it and put it on, which I don't think is nearly as bad as saying.
What does that mean when you steam it?
So instead of using an iron, I use a steamer, and it's just like,
Hang it up and
just
do
a
it?
little apparatus that spits out steam
And
and
it's
it takes
supposed
the wrinkles out.
Okay, but I think this is what I told her today. I think it also kills stuff. So if there's something
Kills some
on there, the
germs.
hot steam may kill
I
it.
mean, maybe. I don't know
know?
if I hold it over to long enough to kill any germs.
Oh, I see
but
what
maybe.
you're saying.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Hot steam burns me. So, I would think.
I mean, it sounds right, so sure, why not?
For sure, washing the underwear would have done it,
Mm-hmm.
which is what I would typically do. But no, these were not in anything of plastic. They were in a cardboard box.
Okay, well, that's not nothing.
Yeah, but the front was open because
Okay.
I want, and most guys that live in this area, you want the days of wearing cotton boxer briefs are over.
Okay.
Especially once it gets to 105.
What do you need, what do they call that? Like the Airwick ones?
Yeah, you need breathable.
Okay.
Breathable mesh, cooling, some sort of a cooling technology.
Yeah, because it's hot. It's hot here.
Something, man. Because if you ride a motorcycle, you put motorcycle gear on, and like you drive a dune buggy with no air conditioning, you need something breathable, or else you're gonna be taking a shower 10 times a
Cotton
day.
is supposed to be breathable, right?
It's not.
Okay.
No.
This is different. This is better.
I love Hanes, and I've worn Hanes cotton boxers my whole life.
Okay.
And then this breathable stuff came out 10, 20 years ago, whenever it was, and I'm hooked on it. And that's what you got to get
Okay.
nowadays. Yeah. That's the new stretchy, the kind of stretchy
Okay.
underwear.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
So they leave the front of it open when it's a new brand, so you can kind of feel it and see if it's something that you might be interested in. And
Yeah.
I just know other thumbs have rubbed on there,
Right, and hands, like even the Target
Yeah.
employee who had to put it on the shelf.
Right. It came from
people-
China,
Yeah.
honestly.
So it came on a boat.
Came on a boat. Yeah.
We don't know how many times these underwear have been handled.
I'm gonna guess 100.
Oh, wow.
100 handlings from strange men and,
Joe-
others' hands.
Is sitting in them right now.
Yeah, unwashed. So it's good that I didn't wash, because here's the other thing. If I did wash and then I put those on, that's even worse.
Why?
Because then my clean body is sitting in that. At least my own dirt can fight the
I
funk
get
that
what
may
you,
be on there.
I get what you're saying. Because you're unshowered, it makes a little more sense to be in the potentially dirtied, manhandled
Underwear.
underwear
Yeah.
versus, okay.
My own dirt can block.
I see the logic. I do.
Doesn't work for a woman. Because the bits and pieces are different. But
They
for a
are
man,
a little different, and it's
yeah.
a little more important that women care about cleanliness.
You can't have unwashed underwear down there and things
No,
of that nature.
absolutely not.
No.
Even if I ordered online and they came wrapped in plastic, which I have in the past, they go in the wash.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Shirts, pants, a little different, in my opinion.
I think so, unless, I mean, if everything is covered down there as well, but right.
Yeah.
It's just that, no one here is stupid, the sensitive areas need to have cleanliness near them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think, we were talking about this earlier when we were talking about underwear, are there girls that go to Victoria's Secrets and such and try that on?
No, at least I hope not.
Is that a thing?
I actually used to work at Victoria's Secret. If you didn't know that, fun fact,
Really?
several years, through college.
You look like a Victoria's Secret lady.
Thank you. I actually did really
Absolutely.
well on the job. They actually asked me to go in the manager program, and it actually devastated me. I got really sad. I went home and I cried to my mom, because I was trying to make radio happen. I was working part-time, and I'm like,
Oh.
am I just going to end up being a Victoria's Secret manager and not live out my radio dreams? And thankfully,
Oh,
my radio dreams worked out. That is a true story.
Wow.
True story.
Victoria's Secret manager would have been awesome.
I'm sure it would have been fine. It would have been a decent job. I probably would have paid, I would imagine, decently well, but I am so glad
Oh,
that
you
I'm
made
doing
the
this
right
instead.
choice. You did.
Absolutely.
But if we were to go back in time and you were wearing that exact same outfit, that could be a Victoria's Secret manager's outfit.
This is actually
They
similar to
dress
what
like
we
that.
wore. I promise you, we wore
Yeah.
dress pants, usually with a black top. It was an all black outfit.
Right.
But they allowed you to pick it out and make it work, and you could get
Some sort of a
creative with
snazzy,
it.
cool-looking
Yeah,
shirt
exactly.
on top.
They wanted
Yep.
you to dress relatively nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Dress casual.
Pretty
all
ladies
black.
in there. That way the husbands and the boyfriends and whatever else would come in and go shopping for,
You look good, professional, sleek.
Absolutely.
We did not encourage you trying the underwear on. We would say, if you didn't know your size, to try them on with underwear already on, just to get a good idea of what the size is.
Okay, that's probably safer.
Bras people did try on, and it was encouraged to go home and wash everything before you put it on your body. If it's in the store and people are potentially trying it on, no matter what it is, you should be washing it before wearing it out for an extended period of time.
This is just a question for anyone listening. Would they come out of the dressing room and show them to the ladies in the Victoria's Secret? Somewhat of a spin, like, how do I look, ladies?
Yeah, I will admit people have done that. It's always like, oh, okay, well, I can join you in the dressing room. Like, people are a little spacey, let's put it that way. For the
Sure.
most part, no, but to act like it hasn't happened before would be a lie.
Guy's always trying to think of reasons to get his fellow brothers out and about shopping. You know what I mean?
Well, not so much men. I'm talking about women. Like, even women would come out with like, does this look
No,
like the right size for me?
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't want men coming out showing off their stuff.
Well, no.
You'd like the ladies to come out and show their other ladies, and maybe a husband's in there shopping for his wife.
Yes, a little show.
Oh my goodness, an eyeful. You know?
I don't even know if we would let men back in the dress. I don't remember how we would go about that.
Oh, they didn't just like the dressing room door opened up into the lobby.
No, and of course there are individual dressing rooms
what I
with
was
curtains
kinda
or doors
hoping
or
for.
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry, Joe.
Sorry, no.
Yeah.
Forget it then. Let's
Just
just
stay out
keep
of
shopping
Victoria's
online,
Secret.
You know.
Yeah. Just stay
Online's
out of
ruled
Victoria's
anyway.
Secret altogether. I'm not trying to get my co-host.
Most of us do.
The next thing we know, Joe's on headlines. He's in jail. I'm just kidding, but
Yeah, no, that's
we
not
don't
gonna
want
be
that.
well. No, most of us do. You go to your, I don't know, you have a friend who's a girl that helps you with things of that
For
nature.
sure.
Unless you're married.
And we were trained to
know.
do that. We were trained to help men pick out sizes and
Yeah.
to estimate sizes
Yeah.
and
We don't know. You look about like the size of my wife, you know,
Right,
something like that.
And that's
yeah.
what we would do, really. And of course, gift receipts were very popular there. And if she didn't like it or it wasn't her size, she would bring it back.
Yeah. Well, I worked at a women's and infants clothing store, so I'm familiar with that sort of thing.
That's right, you did, which is
Yep.
so random. Hands
Yep.
down, the most random job you've ever had.
It was quite crazy, to be quite honest with you. The lady that owned the little store was cool, and her and her girlfriends were out having dinner one night, and I was the host at a Chili's.
You worked at Chili's, another random job that you've had.
Yeah, I love that job, man. I love that job, and that's how it was. You know, I don't know. Had a fun night with the girls, and they were all married, so it wasn't anything. Of course, I was being flirty and fun.
She just
and
liked your
whatever.
personality
Yeah,
and
yeah.
thought, hey, would you want to work for me, right?
Thought I would be able to have fun with the ladies that came in. So it's moms that come in
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah.
So and it's after they've just had babies, so you want to make them feel nice and feel good. And
Aw.
I was perfect for that job.
You were,
Yeah,
I have no doubt. Random, but also good for it. We were also talking about this on the show this week, the fact that Spider-Man crushed the box office this past weekend. It did numbers that I did not expect it to do. It beat out Avengers Endgame for the highest grossing opening domestic weekend. I know that's a bit of a mouthful, but here in the United States,
It
is
took a
now
lot
the
to do that, though.
biggest opening box office ever. I didn't think anything would beat out Avengers for a while.
I don't know how it
I'm not going
did.
to say ever, but for a little while. And here comes Spider-Man. And it's like the third of this installment, right? If not
Yeah.
fourth. I don't keep up with
It's
Marvel
his
movies
last
anymore.
one, I think. That might
It
be
is the
another
last
reason why.
one.
That's Tom Holland's last one that
Right,
he's
which
doing.
makes sense before they move to a new Spider-Man. We don't need any more Spider-Man movies. We don't need any superhero movies anymore. At least that's the way Joe and I feel.
Well, there's too many changes of superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
We've gone through too many different ones, you know.
Right.
I really like
can't
Tobey
keep up.
Maguire as Spider. Not that I didn't like Tom Holland. I liked him.
Right.
Andrew Garfield was all right as well.
Yeah.
You know, but I like Tobey.
I think a lot of people say that.
That
I don't know if
goofy
it's just
Tobey Maguire, he was a good one.
because he fit it so well because he was nerdy.
Yeah.
He fit the nerdy but yet somehow charming Superman.
Tom Holland is too good looking
he's
and
too
too
good
cool
looking.
to be Peter Parker.
Andrew Garfield, same way.
Yes.
And they're not
Andrew
even.
Garfield's too good looking to be an actor. Like, why don't he just model?
Well, I would argue that they
What's up
are
with that guy?
the
Get
guys.
uglier.
I would argue they're the guys next door good looking.
I would argue they're not.
Really? Okay.
No, I think.
You think if I saw Andrew Garfield in downtown Sacramento, I would like whip around and go, "Oh my gosh,
if he
what
grew a
hottie.
mustache, yes.
I need to get his number."
Yeah.
Okay.
If he had a mustache,
Yeah.
you don't think you would think that guy was attractive?
I think he looks like just a regular hot guy in Sacramento. That's what gives him that guy next door look to me.
Well, I'm gonna just. This is what I've always said about Jay-Z because people don't think Jay-Z is attractive. Jay-Z is a good-looking man.
You think so? Okay.
Well, he has to be.
Right. Well, he's got money, so there's that.
Well, he married Beyonce.
True. True.
Beyonce chose him to be married to.
I think Jay-Z just has a certain je ne sais quoi.
You don't think he's good looking? Especially with his dreads now and everything. Those dreads make him look so
I'm
much
scared to
worse.
say. I'm scared to say
Everyone
how
thinks
I really
Jay-Z
feel.
is ugly, but it's hilarious that I don't think he's because
I think he's got an aura and a
There's
vibe
something-
about him, and him being such a businessman, moneymaker. That's what makes him attractive.
I don't know what it is, but
And talent too. He's talented as well.
Oh yeah, that for sure. But Tom Holland also has it because Zendaya is.
Yeah.
I mean, she married
To
him.
land her, you got to have the it factor. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I
Besides
think more
Margot Robbie, she's probably the top actress right now. I would think.
hmm I would say more than anything when it comes to Tom, I think he has an it factor about him, and being so kind and so cool is how he landed her. I think that's what makes him attractive. Because personally, I don't find him. He's attractive, but he's not that attractive.
Well, he's still young looking. Too.
right, and to me, he's too young looking. He's a
and
little
so
bit
is
too
Andrew
boyish.
Garfield. He's still young looking. Too.
Right.
But Tom Holland can do all that parkour stuff and flips and
Yeah.
you know the gymnastic. Who knows what those guys are doing when the doors get closed? I mean, that guy can hang upside down by one hand.
Just us and
You know,
Zendaya.
I mean,
Heyo. No,
and
I'm just
she's
kidding.
no slouch either. That girl's pretty strong and,
Yeah.
and fit. You know, she does some pretty crazy stuff on screen as well. So it's
Right.
like, you two kids, go have kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Those
Stop
two
making
people-
movie. Go have kids.
Yeah, they need to have kids more than anyone else. Create something, you two.
Some people need to procreate.
Yeah.
And they are those people.
I think so. Don't
They are
you?
that couple. Get on it, guys.
You know, two good-looking fella. They're both smart.
Your
and-
careers are doing well enough. You
Yeah.
can take a break.
Absolutely. So that's what I think is the big draw with that right now.
Right.
But it just blew. Did you see today, real quick? Not to go back on it, but it hit $1 billion.
Already?
It hit with a B. $1 billion with a B.
Worldwide, I would imagine. But
Yes.
that's crazy for that to happen that fast.
It must have happened overnight last night because I just saw it this morning during the show.
Wow. Here we were asking Hollywood for original content, original movies, and finally they were giving us some, like, you know, The Odyssey, which was great and is also doing very well.
Yeah.
But to see Spider-Man come in and just knock Odyssey off its horse.
It's pretty crazy that that superhero films are still doing so well, don't you think? I
I'm
mean, it's a little
shocked.
bizarre.
It's a little crazy because I thought we were over it.
I think we are.
But apparently it's just
know.
you and me, Joe.
The Odyssey also killing,
Right.
but killing on film
Right.
because it
Which
was
is
filmed in IMAX.
Great to see.
So no one films like that anymore. No
No.
one films on film. Is
No.
that right, Brittany? Brittany always records all these for us and makes us all look beautiful. But no one does film recording anymore, Brittany. Is that right?
It's all yeah,
See?
it's mostly digital.
I
Which
did
is
not know
easier and
that.
cheaper to do, but they say film. It's something about the color and the clarity that it's just better. Apparently, don't ask. I'm not an expert or anything.
I always
but-
thought like the the James Camerons, the Scorseses, the
Mhm.
Disclosure Day, not Stephen King, who just did Disclosure Day. He does Star Wars and all those guys. I can't
Oh,
think of his name
yeah.
right now. Spielberg. I just always thought those guys still did film.
right.
Still
No,
filmed it on film. So the crazy blow up that it was filmed on IMAX and they had to stop while they kept changing the reels because the film reels are
No,
just
it's nuts.
gigantic.
It's incredibly difficult to film with film in the way that they do, which is why most people don't do it now.
Okay.
It's worth it because the movie is doing so well. They spent so much money to make that, by the way,
Phew,
and they've made
dude.
it all back, which is good. But what's even better is that there's only 20 some theaters in the United States that are showing it in film, and one happens to be here in Sacramento.
Our IMAX, yeah.
Esquire IMAX in downtown, and they've had this projector for a while now, so it's not like they just got it for the Odyssey. And they've actually extended the release, or whatever you would call that, theater release through mid-September. And
So
I
people
love
can go see it?
Yes. And the movie actually did that. It's not just Esquire Downtown. And I love that because that's a locally owned theater. And movie theater business has been up and down. It hasn't been the best since COVID.
Very
So
shaky.
I'm so happy to see that. And I really hope that they saw a nice bump from this. I have no doubt that they did. And I have my ticket September 7th. Yes, I have to wait all the way till September 7th
It's sold out.
to get in to see it on film.
Isn't that cool?
It's really cool.
That's
I'm actually
kinda
happy to
cool.
see that.
Yeah.
Because we've been asking Hollywood for original content. They finally gave it to us, and it's doing so well. And again, see it do well in film, and the fact that it's one of very few here in Sacramento makes it especially cool.
I think so too. I just was very blown away by that. It's like, is everything on our phones now? Are they filming movies on our iPhones?
I know. Well, that is kind of the new wave.
It's kind of what it feels like, or
Yeah.
what have you, you know? It was just crazy to hear him talk about walking down the beach scene when they, when all the boats arrived and they're going to build the Trojan horse when the Army first comes ashore. In several scenes, they don't need them, so while the actors aren't acting, they're kind of walking down and they have to keep walking. It's boat after people they don't know, and people and extras and people who are all doing stuff.
Yeah, because there's no CGI for extras.
Yeah.
That was all real people.
They did the entire thing that way, and that's crazy
That
to me.
is crazy.
I mean, think about that. That's old school filming.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I'm happy to see that we got it here, at this time.
Me too. My last thing on it is this. We wondered why Matt Damon didn't fit the role. Because, Cody, you saw this once.
I did, yeah. I didn't see it in film, but saw it in regular, standard. And I was like, why Matt Damon?
Yeah. And he didn't fit in the role of the Great Wall either, where he also played kind of an older, battle-hardened dude. I know what it is. Finally, I figured it out. The beard. He doesn't – Matt Damon can fit into many different characters and roles, but you put an old man beard on him, and it doesn't work. It does not work with his face.
Yeah.
It doesn't work with the kind of person
He's not a beard
he is.
guy.
Yeah, not an old manny beard.
He's oddly one of few people, I shouldn't say few, but men that are better clean shaven.
Yeah.
He's a clean shaven look guy. I don't know why, but it fits.
The beard is just really weird. One time in Ocean's 11 or 12 or one of those, he played a tax dude and he had a little mustache.
Okay.
Oh, he was a little nerdly tax. He was like, one of those guys that goes and busts the casinos.
Uh-huh.
Fit him perfectly. I believed it. I thought he was the real deal on that. But then the more I see him as Odysseus, I'm like, I see what she's talking about.
Not that he wasn't good, and he'll probably end up winning the Oscar
Oh, he
for it.
should. He's awesome. Yeah, he's totally awesome.
So if we didn't just convince you to go see the Odyssey, the Odyssey and not Superman, then I don't know what.
Yeah, right. There you go. That's not well, it is a superhero film, I guess.
Well, actually, yeah, just some degree if you think about it.
The guy killed a one-eyed.
Cyclops.
The guy killed a cyclops.
Well, he didn't kill him, but they definitely brought him down and were able to escape.
Poked him in his eye.
Poked him in his eye.
By hiding under sheep. Remember how that dude is a superhero.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
Well, that was fun.
All right, that was fun.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with Joe and I. That's Off the Air, and we'll talk to you next week.